That's y'all got game one.
Two words, Jackson Hayes.
Anthony Edwards owns L.A.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh,
That's crazy.
wow.
Bro,
But, hey, man,
he owns LeBron and KD. Who's next? Curry? Damn.
I'll be fine with that. Anyways, hey, man, welcome to the Throwdown, man. Episode 185. I'm your host, Ben Brandon from the Block. Really want to call me, man. Here with another episode. Hey, man, the NFL draft was last weekend, a couple days ago. A lot of stuff went down, so we'll be talking about that today. Yo, Broad, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just anticipating 12 more days till I graduate. It's gonna be a stressful 2 weeks. This week's the last week of classes. Next week I got finals. So luckily I got a break for a little bit to do this, and this is probably a break that I needed. So I cannot wait to chop it up and shoot the shit with y'all.
For sure.
Boys.
Nice.
What's good? Shit, what's good, boys?
Nice.
What's good?
What's happening?
What's good, Tyson? What's good?
Can y'all hear me? Am I low?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Coach?
Oh, that's it.
You good?
Oh, we good.
That's a bet. That's a bet. Culture.
What's good?
That's my nigga Culture,
What's
man.
up
What's
with
good, boy? Rodrill
Yeah,
in the cut. Real
Tyson
black.
in the building. What's happening?
Real black. Congratulations, Broad, on fucking graduating. Brandon, you still look like my nephew.
But
Well, folks, also rarity. We actually see Brandon on camera. Holy shit, folks!
Oh my
Bro,
God,
that's
that's what
crazy.
he looks like.
great. Hey, long time no see. Long time no see, man. What's going on, bro?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good, Brandon? What's good, y'all?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's good? What's good?
What's up? Hey, Ty, what's good with you? Your BRF, what's going on?
Man, I ain't another day in the life, man. I ain't been on one of these in a minute, man. So I figured I had to come in here and hop on and have a little fun tonight. What's good with everybody?
Show face.
Hey, and Karen, what's good?
Hi. I'm back. Better than ever. It's been a great day. It's been a great weekend. You know, me and Tyson celebrated yesterday. So
Shit, we about to celebrate again tonight. Steph going crazy. Steph going crazy. I can't wait.
yeah, but it's been good, bro. Life's been life shit. But anyway, yeah, let's go. Oh, Brandon.
Oh Lord.
You getting crunchy out this motherfucker.
Yo, y'all got me?
Yeah.
I was trying to say something crazy.
I don't know. I ain't see a lot of y'all in a minute. Tyson, what's good with you, nigga?
Nah, shit, man. You know, I'm celebrating 14 Buckeyes selected on over the past couple of days during the draft. We celebrating, man. It's a good one. Warriors up 2-1. Lakers down 3-1. This shit lit. It's a good week.
Yeah.
I mean, you're absolutely right about that. 2 out of the 3 things you said I approve of, but I mean, I'm cool with that. That's a good
Hey,
number.
we
2 out of the
above.
3. Hey, it's 66%.
I mean, shit, I ain't see a lot of y'all in a minute. Shit, Jay, where you been at? God damn.
Yo, what's good, bro?
I mean, shit. Damn. I ain't see Buddy in like a year. Shit.
Jay said he been making moves.
That's what's up, man. Shit,
Yo,
I
Brent.
respect it.
Brent, you might have to come back.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon, you got to. Yeah, Brandon, you got to get a
You
CPU.
sound like a transformer.
Sound like it, definitely.
All right,
Optimus.
I guess when Brandon comes out, me and Brock can take over. How you guys doing today?
Shit.
All right, it's allergy season, but I'm surviving, man. I got my Benadryl right here, man.
I just saw a tweet that Jimmy Butler's active tonight too, so I might be doing a lot better.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
See, Tyson, you could have told me something better than that shit, bro. Like,
Shit,
come on,
elite
bro.
news. You hating?
That ain't no damn elite news. Ain't like y'all need the nigga. Shit.
Hey. We know we need. We need to make sure that injury isn't as bad as I thought it was. That's what I need to see. I need to see him on the court.
Y'all need him to rest, bro. Houston is ass on offense, bro. Like
Houston
they can't.
is ass. Houston is ass. But I don't want to force Steph to drop 40 on these niggas each night. If
Why
Steph
the
drops
hell
25
not?
and
Bro?
win,
Like,
cool.
bro, why the hell not? But bro, all the Steph minions gonna promote this shit anyway.
No, because I need my nigga rested for this next series. Ants on a mission. I need my niggas rested for the next one.
Ant son. So you scared of Ant now? All right, cool.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That nigga look like Baby Jordan right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think Brandon's back.
All right.
Shit, boy, and Ed was going freaking going legend hunting right now.
Every time y'all put Ant and Jordan in the same sentence, it's like y'all want him to fail, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Nah. It's just what he looked like. I ain't saying he gonna become that, but also at the same time, I'm gassing. I'm not scared of that nigga. We have perimeter defenders. They don't.
Wait, is Brandon back? Is Brandon back?
Yeah, he ain't speaking yet, but he back.
Like I said, they got perimeter defenders. All right,
we do. What you think we don't?
We gonna see. Shit. Hey, Jalen Green is all time shit against the Warriors, bro.
That's not what we basing this off of. We were the number one rated defense from the moment we got Jimmy. I'm not baking this off of fucking Jalen Green. You wild.
I mean, Jimmy to get y'all niggas from 11 to 7. That's cool. I mean, whatever.
We're talking about defense right now. We're not talking about the standings. You was talking about defense. Number one after he came here.
No, nobody care about that shit.
Now we don't care about defense, but that was you just talking about. You know what, man? Move around. How about that, man? How about move around?
Yeah, we moving around, nigga. Shit. You told me something. I want to hear you. I want to hear you go golden fake glazing, nigga. Go talk about something else. How your life going?
Real stats, man. Keep moving around.
All right. Brandon's back.
Talk about your life. I'd rather hear about that shit. What are these bum ass niggas, man? Damn.
Man, we're going up 3-1. That's all I know tonight.
I mean, I agree with it. That's only because Houston is ass.
Wait, Brandon.
You still fucked up, Brandon.
Oh my god.
God damn, Brandon. Bro, yo, end the show, bro. Like, god damn.
You might need
7
to go
minutes
inside,
up in
Brandon.
this
He was
mug.
outside before.
Yeah, he might go outside. But in other news, I'll just quickly ask the panel, just taking the words out of our guy Chip. Hey, yo, question for the panel. Is Cleveland getting the sweep tonight?
I believe so.
Hell yeah.
Might as well, bro. I don't know why Miami is here, bro. They're 10th seed, bro. Come on, why? That's a silly question, bro.
I mean, you should blame that on Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, it's our fault.
Yeah.
Blame.
It is clearly our fault.
Yeah.
I'm glad niggas
blame Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. I'm cool with that.
Because this was Trae. One of them, bro. This ain't no sweep. Fuck that.
If that's Trae, it ain't no sweep, bro. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing against that bench?
We at least getting. I'm just saying we ain't getting swept. We at least taking one.
Like, we at least taking one, bro.
Atlanta would have been a worse matchup for Cleveland because of the length they had, but still, I don't think they would have been able to do enough.
Yeah, true.
But also, that bench is just on fire. Them niggas got the cojones to sit Darius Garland, bro. They like, yo, sit your ass down. You ain't playing this game. We gonna beat these niggas by 40.
I'll say this though: if the Hawks had made it and they had Jalen Johnson, they would have gave Cleveland a problem. But no Jalen Johnson, it would have been a way worse issue.
Bro, if it was a split, we all be high, bro. Like we could say the same thing about Orlando, not having A pieces, bro. Like now, look at them. Come on, bro. Like,
no, facts. Not because like even in the season, also in season.
But like, I mean, it's the truth. You got to think. With Jalen Johnson, they beat them boys twice in the regular season. I mean, you got to think about that.
I'm not going off the regular season.
Man, if I'm Trae Young, I'm getting the fuck off the Atlanta Hawks, man.
I mean,
get Trae
I mean, bro, he done played with like a whole bunch of different coaches and rosters already in that organization.
That's my point. If I'm Trae Young, I'm fucking forcing my way out. I'm tired of this shit.
That's a fact, bro. Like they ain't putting nothing cohesive around him since 2021, bro. Like rosters have been changing, bro. Coaches have been changing, bro. Like what can he do?
We just
he been getting blamed for it the whole time. Meanwhile, he been averaging 25 and 9.
Yeah,
that's because our fans are stupid.
They got a whole bunch of scrubs around.
One thing that the Hawks definitely need to do is they need to get some new jerseys because them Jones that they wear now are ugly.
That's the last thing they need to worry about is some damn
That's
jerseys.
the last thing they need to worry about is
They need
merch.
to worry about that front office and everybody that's on that bench outside of Trey Young.
They need to worry about that roster, bro. Like, do something else.
At
One
this
of the
point,
many things they need to do.
yo,
I think it's
culture, BRF. I know you love Trey, but it might be time.
Yeah, but see, this is another thing that
You gonna trade him now? You gonna trade him now when he finally got?
I know.
When he
You
finally
know
got
what's
guys with
crazy?
rings
I
that
know a
actually do
team
a
that's
little something?
perfect.
He just ain't got no bench.
I know a team that's perfect for Trey Young.
What?
Houston. That's perfect for him.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's perfect for Trey Young, bro. Like they need somebody to set the table.
look,
They need.
this is another. I feel like this is a.
All right, so Brandon just gave me a little bit of the rundown. He said he's gonna join off the computer, so I'll just take over from here.
Okay.
So obviously, the main highlight of the NFL draft season was Shedeur Sanders. He was locked in to be projected the maybe second or third overall pick about 6 weeks ago, and he fell all the way to the 5th round, the 144th overall pick, to the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, we have the whole investigation, which Atlanta fans will get into in a little bit. But what are your thoughts about Shedeur falling from day one, like top 5, to the middle of the pack in day 3?
I think really, I don't understand it. Like, I still don't understand it. Like, how are you projected top 5 and fall all the way to the 4th round? There's no excuse for that shit. And then for him to fall to Cleveland in their situation, it's just like, bro, I just feel like, man, you can even see it on the faces of the organization when he got drafted. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. Like, bro, that man should have either been got drafted or somebody that really that really got plans for him should have drafted him. Like, bro, he shouldn't have.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, culture.
I'm not with that.
I mean, obviously, we have the Jordan Schultz report about him with the New York Giants and how Brian Daboll said that was like one of the worst interviews that he's ever had. How he was unprepared, which to me is shocking, knowing that he's a coach's kid, that he was that unprepared for a meeting. The fact that he didn't like that he was called out, boo fucking who, this is the big leagues. No one gives a shit about your feelings. But also, I have a feeling if you're going to go from the top, it can't be just that. There's definitely something else that they're not telling us.
Yeah,
Collusion.
Exactly, it's more than just
Brian Daboll he needs to stop.
I agree with that collusion, and I dig deeper on that, bro. Like that's basically the NFL just saying, "Yo, f you, Dion, bro. We don't you don't hold no weight over here."
I think
Like,
it's
bro,
an
like
opportunity to
that's
humble that young
to
man.
me. That's what it seemed like to me. Oh, you won't want to play for that team? All right, watch what we do.
Yeah, it was an opportunity to humble that young man. That's what it was. Or an attempt to try to. I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't think that's really the NFL's place. If my value is what my value is, take you where my value is. I don't need you proving shit to me as a human, but.
So my thing,
apparently we don't know how the NFL work, bro. Like at any given time, they could flex and be like, "Listen, this is what your value is. Hold that. Now say something about it, bro. I dare you, bro. This is the same league that held teams, bro, in certain organizations for years. This is the same team. This is the same league that told Adrian Peterson, bro, like, listen, the Minnesota Vikings told him, you either play for us, or you don't play for nobody. They told him that, so I mean, it is what it is.
But I feel like I had to make a Dion joke here because y'all remember the report a few months ago how I will not let Shedeur or Travis play for any team besides, I believe it was all the teams he played for, so the Commanders, the Ravens, the 49ers, the Falcons, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. And it's funny how both of them went to 2 teams that weren't on his list.
Yeah.
Brian Daboll, I don't know who the fuck he think he is. You the one.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We can.
Yep.
We can hear you. You're the one motherfucker that chose Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. Not you specifically, but it was the front office, right? But you was a part of that shit. Like, you ain't go up there and tell them, like, what are y'all doing? Like, you gonna sit here and talk about Shedeur this, Shedeur that. You ain't ran a good program since the Giants beat the Vikings in the playoffs. That was what, 2020, What, 2?
Well, Daniel, like it's not Brian Dable because Brian Dable wasn't on the team yet.
What, in 2022?
No, like I'm saying
think
when they
it's
drafted
23.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
No, he's
No, I
talking
think
about
what-
how in 2023 they chose him over Saquon Barkley.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like
I got confused at first, but then I was like, oh wait, he's talking about the contract, not
Yeah.
But like, I just don't like bro. I don't want to hear bad franchises talk about it was a bad interview. Yeah, bro, y'all haven't got shit right in decades. Like, motherfuckers ain't do shit right in years. I don't want to hear Giants
like
talk about
bad
it.
interviews should never plumage
Bro,
that.
you could be an asshole
Like,
if you go out there and throw 35 touchdowns and fucking 5 picks. You could be an asshole all you want. I don't give a fuck.
Like, he
Go out there and ball.
third round.
I
Right.
I want to talk about the Shador thing. I've never seen. So I've seen like quarterbacks that were projected to go in the first round fall in the second. It happens all the time. Happened with Will Levis like last year. A lot of people had him going in the first round, even though he might not have deserved it.
Malik Willis too, another prime example. A lot of us had him in like our top 10 to top 20, and then he went in the third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I've never seen someone fall to the fifth round like that. I've never seen it in my life as I've been on this earth. like what? It's collusion. It has to be. Like I don't know what to say. Like I get it. Okay, like Jackson Dart. Like even though that was a bad pick objectively, like they've been talking about him throughout the entire draft. Like before that, Dylan Gabriel.
I heard 5th round grades on Dylan Gabriel.
Tyler
Shaw.
Now, I will admit though, there was steam for Tyler Shaw though, but during the draft process, there was steam for him. The Dylan Gabriel pick makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Like Jalen Milroe, okay, fine. Dylan Gabriel over Shador Sanders. And Brandon, don't glaze him. Do not glaze him. No, it's just like
I ain't gonna lie. The second that I seen Joe Dort, the second that I seen Joe Dort go in the first round and that first round ended, bro, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
No. Even if you didn't think he was a first round talent, like a lot of people probably agree with that. It's crazy that he fell to the fifth round.
Yeah, like he shouldn't have touched day 3 at all.
Listen, the biggest statement out of all of this is that this was the NFL sending a message, bro. Like, yo, your value is whatever we say your value is. That's how I took it. Like, it's disgusting. I thought it was absolutely egregious, but that's what it looked like to me.
I also think it doesn't help that he doesn't have an agent. He probably will get an agent after realizing he's in the 5th round. So.
They did during the process.
Shiloh fired his
I was saying, I think they both got an agent.
Shiloh signed him with an agent. Shiloh, after the draft, he signed with an agent and got signed like a few hours later by Tampa.
Yeah, I think it was Drew Rosenhaus.
It was Drew Rosenhaus. You're right, bro.
I'm laughing at the fucking teams like the Saints fucking taking Tyler Shuck. Oh, like
he's gonna be 26.
Yeah, the Saints, bro.
Saints see what they is. I see what they is.
I like that.
Next season.
I like that. He
like that.
Obviously, this happened in the 7th round. You also have teams like the Raiders that chose 2 FCS quarterbacks and Tommy Mellott, who they're playing at wide receiver. I've actually watched his film. He was a stud for Montana State this year. And then the guy who lit up Colorado week 1, Cam Miller from North Dakota State. They chose them. The Raiders chose those 2 in the 7th round over drafting Shador.
So who do we think vetoed that? Because I feel like Tom probably banged on the table for Shador. Who do we think? Do we think Chip and Pete were like, nah? Or do we think it was vice versa?
It was definitely Mark.
Raiders is another team that can't get shit right, though. So
I don't know what. Yeah, it's a lot of organizations that can't get shit right.
Saints can't get shit right. Raiders can't get shit right. The Browns for sure they can't get shit right.
The Falcons got the most talent in that whole division, bro, and they can't get shit right.
They can't win.
Hey, we working on it.
The Browns literally got.
Don't say you working on it, bro. Like fix it, clean this shit up.
Hey man, it's getting fixed, man. It's getting finalized.
I don't want to hear it, bro. Y'all get bro. Speed this shit up, bro.
No,
also, I can tell in the draft that Cleveland wants to move on from Nick Chubb if they're going to draft Sampson
Judkins?
and Judkins.
Oh yeah, Chubb is gone. Chubb is gone.
I just saw reports that Chubb is going to end up signing with an NFC North team. Fingers crossed he's a Viking, but it's looking like he's a Bear.
Okay, Kenny.
I just think it's crazy that like a guy like Shador, who definitely has flaws as a quarterback.
Yeah.
But like he still has like he's like to me personally, he's like a second round quarterback. Like he's not like a first round level talent, but he's a second round level. It's fifth round. It's disgusting because I just see all the quarterback like freaking Daniel Jones get drafted 6th overall, who is a terrible prospect. Like it's stupid. Like it's.
But
stupid.
you know it's bad when everybody in the league spoke on it. Pat Mahomes, like you seen everybody like, yo, what the fuck going on now? Yeah. Then you can see Michael Parsons say, "Oh, he said some goofball."
They must think he's really
saying
talk about Lamar Jackson said to pick 32. Things like this happened. Man, motherfucker, he was still first round. You talking like he went round 4? Like he went round 4.
I can't cap Micah. I can't.
Dude, Josh.
I think we all acknowledge how much how disgusted that we were that this happened.
Josh Allen was dog shit in college, and he was still a top 10 pick. Dog shit.
Traits.
It's not even traits. They literally said he was unfixable.
No, I remember this. I remember the discussions, but I remember also like the opposite end of
said he was unfixable, but yet he turned into MVP. I don't know.
And then another thing, ironically,
Josh Rosen in the top 10, and that dude fucking.
And then another thing, ironically, it's always Cleveland. It's always Cleveland that wants to pick the quarterback that balls. It's always them. Like, bro, we seen it with Manziel. And Manziel was. Well, he was more cockier than fucking Shador. If y'all want to call him cocky,
and people,
I'm not putting no stock into Cleveland at all, bro. Because Cleveland, that's where you go to get ruined, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Baker Mayfield's the cockiest motherfucker on the planet.
And I'll say this too though, like that draft that Johnny Manziel was in. Yeah. If you watch this film and you watched his tape, you knew he was not a pro. You knew he was not a pro prospect. You knew he was not a pro quarterback. You knew it. And it's like you hear these stupid takes like Skip Bayless talking about Johnny Manziel is going to be bigger in Cleveland than LeBron James. I want to throw some at the TV when he said that dumb shit. It's like, what are you talking about? Everybody with a brain knew he was not going to be a good quarterback. Everybody with a good brain knew he was not going to be a good quarterback. Everybody with a brain knew he wasn't going to be good.
Bro, he can run a little bit. He can run a little bit. You can spot the
young fans whenever they say Shador's cocky. Like, y'all have never seen Manziel, Baker Mayfield. Like, you can spot the young fans.
It's always Cleveland.
Yo. This is a perfect example. Eli Manning did not want to go to the team that he got drafted to. If that's not cocky,
that was more influenced by his pops than anything.
But nobody's saying nothing about it, dude. They let this shit rock. Yeah,
bro. That's why I'm like, and especially
it's okay for Archie. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for Archie Manning to do it to his sons, but when it's Dion, it's a problem. Like,
I just can't wait to see what Archie do with Archie Manning.
We know why.
Hey, I can't wait to see Archie Manning go in the draft. I can't wait to see that.
But like,
Archie top 5 bank on it.
Me and Luis talked about this.
He's gonna go number 1.
I was more critical of Shador, not necessarily talent, but I did point out some character issues, like mainly just me being a former offensive lineman. I hated the way he treated his O-lineman because instead of just acknowledging the fact that he had a bad game, he just threw the line under the bus.
Motherfuckers is trash. I'm playing.
No, you're not playing. You're not playing.
Like, that's how you get. I ain't gonna lie. That's how you get your ass beat by like 300-pound niggas.
But he's still job better, man. Fuck that. Do your job, man.
But me and Luis had a really good conversation about this Saturday.
Help the gorilla.
Like, there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. Like, when I heard that report about the Giants, it leaned a little bit more towards the arrogant side because there's a difference between being confident in yourself, but also being like, you know what? You're right, coach. I am sorry. I was not prepared for this. That's all me. That's a bad flaw. If you draft me, I will get better at this. I'll make sure I study the playbook. I'm prepared for every meeting, but then to just immediately fire back. Like that doesn't always sound right in a coach's eye when you look at it from a coach's perspective. But also there was just sometimes where like sometimes he just acted like a spoiled brat, if we're being honest. I don't even want to say that he was arrogant. It was just more of the way that he has mainly been in the spotlight for a majority of his life, especially his freshman year of high school, because he's the son of an NFL Hall of Famer. His dad has been his coach every single step of the way. So there was times where he did act a little spoiled, but that doesn't mean that I believe that he should have fell to day 3. Like, that's absolutely insane.
Man, I think everybody got some character flaws. I just don't think you should fall 4 rounds for character flaws.
No.
Like, he never did nothing
I agree.
crazy off the field. He never did none of that bullshit. And they like, yeah, you know what? You were projected first round. We're going to see you in round 5. Like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Laramie
Tunsil.
I was just going to bring that up.
Still went what round 1? Did he round 1 still?
I think BR, you might be old enough to remember this. Remember when Archie Manning told everybody that Eli Manning wasn't playing for a couple of teams in the draft, and he's the Chargers still took him, and he wound up getting traded to the Giants.
Oh, bro. Oh yeah. What's that? That was what the 01 draft shoot, bro. Yeah, I definitely remember that. I remember that whole thing. And like some people, that was some people that were
talking about that.
Yeah, there was some people that criticized him, but they didn't get it nowhere to the level of Dion and Shador. They got it nowhere to that level.
I don't know if we did or not, bro. I probably was away from the mic.
We did. But like,
I mean, yeah, they brought it up, but yeah, no, I definitely remember.
Okay. Laramie Tunsil was a prime example of character issues, but he still went in the first round. Likewise with Josh Allen. Josh Allen had some very controversial tweets on his Twitter, but he still ended up going in the first round. The Bills traded back from, what was it, like 7 to 12 or something like that. And then Laramie Tunsil was projected to be the number 1 overall pick. The video comes out of him hitting a gas mask bong before weed was really legal in all these states, but he still went in the first round.
Laramie Tunsil, no.
How ironic, and you know it's crazy. How ironic when Laramie Tunsil got drafted, and the first person that interviewed him was Dion. How fucking ironic!
That's crazy.
I was just watching that draft the other day, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, another one.
Somebody actually sent me that interview too, bro, on Twitter. I was like, oh, this is wild. But to me, this is just the NFL. The NFL has always been a total line type of league anyway, bro. So I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like they've been doing it. They ain't afraid to make an example out of people
for a long time.
So,
another one that fell was, I don't know if you guys remember the 2017 draft, was Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Like,
that was because of legal troubles.
Yeah, I know, but he still felt like he didn't even fall that bad. Like,
yeah, no, he still went in like the second round.
He still went in the second round, but he didn't fall to the 5th round. Jalen Carter's a different situation. I get it. He still went a top 10 pick overall.
No, but if we're going to talk about a guy who everyone thought was going to be drafted, and then off the field character issues / off the field issues, where he hasn't signed to a team yet, he wasn't drafted by a team. It's Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, how the fuck did he not get drafted? I'm like, nah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be real with you. He's also,
I think he just turned himself in too.
Because like I was seeing guys go off the board. I'm like, Bond is still there. Why the hell are you taking this? I'm just gonna make up some random thing. Why are you taking this dude from like East Kentucky Tech when he's still right there?
Because I think it was off the field, and I've always been lower on Bond as a prospect as well. I don't think bro was ever that good football.
Damn, Brandon, shit on life support right now.
Hey, George Pickens had character concerns.
Yeah,
still does,
but you can see it. You can see it in him.
So Brandon's second topic: who are y'all's winners and losers of the draft?
To me, I think the Arizona Cardinals kind of knocked it out of the park. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, to me, they already have one of the best, or They have a top 10 offense. We can agree on that. They definitely need some work on the defensive line, or in like overall defense in general. They have one of the worst defenses in the league, and they got one of the best D tackles in the draft in the first round. They got Will Johnson. Granted, keyword, if he's healthy, he should be pretty good. And then they basically just went like all defense, like especially like if you're trying to build a Super Bowl contender, like you gotta get a lot of guys on rookie contracts, and usually like if you could steal some in the third or fourth rounds, I think the Cardinals did a good job. So I got to go with the Cardinals for the winners. Yeah.
And what about a loser?
Loser, the Giants. I don't understand why you trade up for Jackson Dart. I'll never understand it. Like, granted, Abdul Carter's great. I understand that. But, dude, Jackson Dart is just not worth trading up for, like, at all. And there's potential, like, yeah, maybe the Browns get him round 2. Maybe, because they did take Dylan Gabriel 33rd. But you didn't have to trade up and give up that much for Jackson freaking Dart. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, I don't know anybody else that would have made that move other than a competent franchise and a competent front office. But they just so happened to do it. Jackson Dart went the first round. Yeah, and that's how it went. That's how it went, man. It's crazy.
Well, me, I don't want to be biased, but man, I like what we did, man. I cannot cap to you, and it's personal too because my cousin is Jalen Walker.
I was so pissed when y'all got James Pierce because he's the man that I wanted, but also
Jalen Walker was a good pick.
Yeah,
Jalen Walker was a very good pick.
That's legendary, man. That's in the books, but James Pierce. Then we got Isaiah Watts, bro. I love that draft.
I like our draft. I like our draft board. I thought we got the second best wide receiver in the draft.
Yeah.
Golden's cool. And then we got another wide receiver. He about 6'4". I mean, we fill all the needs so far. I mean,
I like what the Ravens did too. I do like what the Ravens did. They got
the Ravens had a really good draft.
I like second round. They got Mike Green. I like that.
I like their first 2 picks. The other picks, a lot of quit. They're okay.
I actually like what New England did. I mean, to get Will Campbell, but then to also get Trevion Henderson to go with Ramondre Stevenson. I like those picks. I like what New England did.
Okay.
And Kyle Williams, they had a good draft.
I might be biased, but PJ. I think the Steelers had a really good draft. Shout out Derek Carr, man. I know it's hard to lose a mom. That was really sad, but
yeah.
Bro.
I mean, Jack Sawyer. Hey,
rest in peace, Mama Harmon.
Come on, man.
God, I wanted him in Philly so bad.
And dude,
I was hoping one of the Buckeyes fell to Philly, whether it's JT or Sawyer.
Caleb Johnson's game, I think he can fit in Pittsburgh with Jalen Warren. I like that duo a lot. So,
do you think your offensive line is going to improve?
I think it's already improved. I forget our first round pick or our guard or tackle that we drafted last. I forget his name.
When you watch Caleb, it's a whole lot of O-line elite tape. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them holes are fucking huge.
Yeah,
huge.
Now, with that being said, my loser is Cleveland. I can't, bro. I just can't, bro. I don't understand.
Hold on. Mason Graham is still a dog.
It's not Mason Graham. It's everything else after that shit. Like, bro.
Arguably that they got maybe the best defender in the draft at 5. Arguably.
You draft Dylan Gabriel though.
Yeah, I like that, bro. It's just
Dylan Gabriel. I agree with you.
I don't like the selections, bro. It's the selection.
You don't like Dylan Gabriel? You don't like Dylan Gabriel?
Bro, Dylan Gabriel. Hold on. Dylan Gabriel ain't that bad. We ain't doing
Brandon, please.
Am I hearing this right? Y'all don't like Dylan Gabriel?
We do not.
Yo. Dylan Gabriel.
I don't know why they don't like Dylan. He ain't that bad, bro.
You see, this is why. Hold on, wait. It's really not even a matter of me like not liking him, but listen to the way you talking about this nigga, Brandon. He's not even that bad. What am I excited about?
He's not.
What am I excited about?
He's not.
Tyson, again, it's his Billy Gaby, so he gonna be
that bad. You say that bad for the pick, or
Tyson,
you mean that bad in general?
Hold on.
He means that bad as a player.
Hold on. Even if you think
listen,
it's not bad,
this is no. Listen. This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying, y'all. I'm saying, like, I know Shador's better. Shador's better. Freaking Milroe better that we got. He's better. I'll say that.
Fuck you.
Cam Ward for sure. He's better. And then right after that, maybe Dart. You got Dart there, and then
Dart is
wait. Can I talk real quick?
Dylan.
Even if you don't think Dylan Gabriel is a bad quarterback, like taking him in the second round when Milroe's on the board, still round two when Milroe's on the board, Shador is on the board. He fell like so far. And you already drafted Shador anyway. You just drafted Shador like 3 rounds later. You could have just drafted Shador in the second round.
Somebody just broad fact check me. I thought Dylan got taken in the third.
No, second.
Second.
But
no, it's a fifth. It was a fifth.
For Dylan or Shador? Shador was the fifth round.
Shador.
Right. So Dylan, I thought was third.
Oh, my bad. You're right. It's third. Yeah. They took Carson in the second round. Sorry, my bad.
But I feel you though, Culture. But I can't.
I like the play. Yeah, I like the players, but that's the thing. It's just the select. Like I said, it's the selection, bro. Yeah. It's literally like, what the fuck? Like, then the whole shenanigans with fucking Shador and that. Well, like, what the fuck, bro? Then looking at their team, like, bro, what are y'all?
He went the third round.
Third.
Dylan Gabriel won the third.
Right.
Then now they're stuck with 5.
Do y'all think Shador starting though?
I think Shador will definitely beat out Dylan Gabriel.
I think Shador. So the way I look at it right now, Watson's probably not going to come back at all this season. So it leaves Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Shador, and Joe Flacco.
Flacco getting that starting job.
Pickett.
I feel like they're going to start Flacco.
So no. My prediction is that it's either Flacco's getting cut, Pickett's getting traded, and the 2 rookies are going to battle it out. I don't think Flacco's going to start at all.
They better trade Pickett.
They just traded for Kenny back in March.
I know.
Like, it's been 1 month. I don't see them trading Kenny.
Hey, Jay, I know you glad Pickett's gone on your team.
Oh wait, what'd you say?
He said, "I know Kenny Pickett
is gone for y'all too. I know you love it."
Oh yeah. Fuck out of here.
I mean, he better be glad Pickett is gone, bro.
Hey, he has more
piece of
trash.
trash.
He has more minutes in a Super Bowl game than Lamar Jackson.
Whoa, chill out.
Oh, he was the backup.
Chill out. It's the fact.
There were still fans talking about, bro. Kenny got a ring before the still. Kenny didn't contribute to that shit. Fuck, I don't want to shut up.
Hey, he played in the game. He
took 1 snap and didn't throw a pass. He took 3 snaps, didn't throw a pass. No one wanted that, bro. My brother gas up anything. He got a ring. He didn't contribute to.
I mean, at least he didn't fumble the snap though. He could have did that.
Yeah.
But when I look at the winners and losers of the draft, like obviously I'm gonna say my team. Because like I didn't expect us to draft Jahad Campbell at 31 when I saw Pierce and Starks off the board. I'm like, okay, so my guess is probably Donovan Ezaraku from Boston College. And then I was like, oh, wait, I forgot Jahad Campbell was still on the board. That's crazy. And then I like the Makuba pick a lot because we do need a safety. But another team that I want to talk about, honestly, I think they kind of had an underrated draft. I know Donnie graded them high. I like Carolina's draft a lot.
I knew you was going to say that. I was like,
I love McMillan. I like McMillan.
Getting Bryce Young a good amount of weapons when he was starting to finally show his flashes the last few weeks of the season. Adding Tet McMillan, Jimmy Horn, that's going to be another good receiver for him. Adding funny enough, another Notre Dame tight end in Mitchell Evans. And then even like just building up their defensive line with Scorton and Princely. I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna be like, oh my God, they can run away with the South and go to the Super Bowl, but they're building up a decent squad in Carolina.
I mean, I have a
question. The Jimmy Horn also.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a legit question with the way that the culture is changing in Carolina, and the way the team is just improving every year. Is this the year that they can win the division?
No,
I don't think this year. I think they possibly could be in the fight for a wild card spot, like that 7 seed, but I don't think the division just yet.
I got more faith in Atlanta, which is wild to say out loud.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'll never trust Atlanta.
Yeah,
No,
I just trust them. Here, let me put the confines on it. I trust them within the confines of that division, not anywhere outside of it.
Yeah. I mean, but like this team, I don't want to necessarily say that they're losers, but they had a lot of head scratching picks. It's Tampa. It's like Abuka. It just didn't make sense for him to go to Tampa.
No, it made sense to me.
I disagree. Why didn't it?
It's just because I just
let's put in perspective that wide receiver.
Mike Evans, Darwin, Ibuka.
I'm not disrespecting Abuka, Tyson. Chill.
No, I know. I
had Abuka going. I forget. It was either Denver or Houston, where I had him going on my mock draft, because those are places that like needed a receiver. Because like you just paid Godwin, you just paid McMillan. Obviously, Mike Evans, we don't know if he's going to retire or not. But then they draft Tez Johnson in the 7th, and then they signed 2 UDFAs. It was
not a bad pick.
And I'm forgetting the other guy. So it's like, why did you get all these receivers?
If you look at their team, that's not a bad pick.
Bro,
because
I don't believe Tez even make the 53 for starters.
Here's my hindsight, right?
Tez might make it over what's his name? Fucking Sterling Shepard.
Rod.
Maybe, but I don't think
and fucking Trey Palmer. Trey Palmer's on the team.
Yeah, he is on the team.
He can go. Yeah, he can skip battle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, Godwin, fucking Ibuka, Mike Evans, K. Dalton, the fucking Jalen McMillan guy. Like, that's tough. That's tough.
So my mindset when the Bucks drafted Emeka, I was like, you know what? The Bucks think their offense is so good that like if they just add Emeka, they can have a Super Bowl level offense.
I thought it was insurance.
And he got Bucky Irvin still. Like that's tough.
You got Bucky Irvin. You got a great O line. Mike Evans is still good. Chris Godwin. It might take him a little back to get back to Chris Godwin, but hey, you put Emeka as wide receiver too. Like I don't know, sounds pretty good to me.
My thought process,
they putting up points.
Like the way I thought about it was that like Emeka was regarded as the highest floor wide receiver in this draft, meaning he was the most polished and most ready to produce of all the receivers we got, right? Mm-hmm. And the idea is that Godwin is often hurt. Mike is about to retire, so like it makes a lot of sense for you to usher in someone who can take snaps if Godwin is hurt during the season or if Mike decides to retire this year. And he's on a rookie deal, so it doesn't affect you money wise. In terms of just signing Godwin, he's on a rookie deal.
And also, that is a good point. Like we talked about Godwin injury. Mike just got hurt last season. Like literally, he was out for like half the year. So,
well, all I hope is I hope we can get Jalen Ramsey.
No, you don't,
man. It's a wrap, man. You don't even deserve Jalen Ramsey. Next question.
No, we don't need it. We do not need to get Jalen Ramsey.
Wait, Culture. Why do you want Jalen Ramsey?
AJ Terrell a dog, I thought.
Yes.
Okay. We're taking some numbers up against him. I just
talk about it though, Jay.
I remember game 1 last year. Game 1
necessarily. No, we still do need a corner. Near
Jettas and Addison had a field day on them boys.
Kobe Bryant. Hey, yo, Kobe Bryant as an undrafted free agent can come in and be cornerback too.
Hold on, bro. You talking about the dude from Kansas, right?
Yes.
He was the cornerback. He can be cornerback too in this season as a rookie.
The fact that he went undrafted to me is nuts.
Who, Kobe?
The fact that they got a stud in Kobe Bryant.
Culture. If I'm the Falcons after that draft, I'm not even remotely touching Jalen Ramsey at this point. You have no reason to. You go. I mean, and the fact that you were able to get Xavier Watts in the 3rd round, like what? So I'm not going. I'm not touching Jalen Ramsey at this point.
Watts is more of a safety though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Watts is more of a safety.
Here's the thing though. I feel like if they got Jalen Ramsey, they were going to try and turn him into being more of a safety as opposed to being a cornerback too.
But I just wanted to comment on the Watts at 3rd. Why? That's kind of where Watts was projected for a lot of the places that I saw him. That's where he was projected, was in the 90s to 100s. So he was a 3rd round guy, but great value.
Oh, and we got Billy Bowman.
Yeah, Billy Bowman, a dog. Bowman, a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like the value of Watts and Bowman are just it's tremendous value getting them where they got them at. It's ridiculous value.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Jay, who you got? As your winners and losers, who you got, Jay?
I actually was going to bring up the Buccaneers. I thought they were winners, not like top 5, but I just like the picks that they made. Like I like they got the Parrish corner guy. They got Benjamin Morrison. And he picked up the wide receiver. So I think the Bucs got a solid team right there. I like the Steelers too. I think most Steelers fans, even though they didn't agree on the quarterback situation, they agreed that the draft was good. And most teams don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because like when it comes down to fans, if you don't draft their guy that they want, then they say this was a horrible draft, this was a bad draft. But it was a good draft for the most part for the team.
So here's my perspective on like the whole quarterback situation. They just 3 years ago, I feel like they're in the mindset of this draft, like, hey, we don't want another Kenny Pickett again. We wasted a 1st round pick on him, so they just drafted guys that like they just need like at positions. Like I get it. They're just trying to build a team and then maybe get a quarterback next year.
The main thing that I didn't like about Pittsburgh's draft is like Derek Hartman. Like he'll be good within Pittsburgh's system, but y'all didn't need a defensive tackle. Y'all needed an offensive tackle, and you didn't even draft a single offensive lineman.
The thing is, with the Steelers O-line last year, they were hurt.
That's true.
James Daniels went down. Troy Fautano went down.
Last year
went down.
Last year we went like offensive lineman heavy.
Everybody got hurt last year for the O-line.
Zach Frazier was pretty good. I mean, so I understand why we didn't draft the lineman. Like I understand why we didn't, but
I feel like everybody they accept right now that the Steelers, they're like a playoff team. They just got to take that next step, and that next step, you know what I'm saying, could be with the quarterback or the coaching. It's
now Will Howard. I mean, like it is what it is, you know.
Wait. Will Howard disrespect.
Oh yeah, Trippy. Yeah, tell me about Will Howard, man. You know what I'm saying, like,
Will Howard is.
Brother.
I hate to do the intangible things first, but Will Howard is a leader of men. He galvanizes men. He's also effective in the run game. He's a big guy, 6'5", 240. He doesn't have the greatest arm strength, but over the middle, he does have accuracy. My boy makes big boy throws. That's on pace, making big boy throws.
You know, we got Pickens and Metcalf.
And he's a coach, and he's coachable. Like he's gonna listen to what people tell him to do. He's gonna be coachable. Like
okay.
I love Will. I love Will. Like, and he's willing to put his body on the line. Will don't give a fuck about none of that. I go get.
I like that.
I'll go block
do that shit. I like that. Fight through that contact.
And Will is staying within the home state of Pennsylvania. Shout out Downingtown and the Downingtown West Whippets. Will Howard to the Steelers. But also, I want to go back to the Eagles for a second. Like, I understand, like, the hometown, despite the fact that he's from South Jersey. Howie, we didn't need Kyle McCord, so why the hell did you draft him?
Hey.
You never know. Something can happen. Never know. You never know.
He's the GOAT.
I mean, a gunslinger right there, man.
He's just gonna chuck. Hey, he fits AJ Brown. I mean, if he gets on the field,
better than Dylan Gabriel.
I mean, I think Kyle McCord has more talent than Dylan Gabriel.
Y'all keep saying better than Dylan Gabriel, like that's a high bar or something.
It's a solid bar.
Yeah, oh my gosh. But hey, BRF, who what's your winners and losers?
Well, I mean, like, of course, but I don't want to start off with them. I'm looking at like I definitely enjoy I definitely like what Arizona did. I think Arizona had a hell of a draft. And I like, hey, honestly, I like what Philly did, getting Jihad Campbell, but also getting someone like Shmuel Munden out of Georgia. I mean, I don't know why y'all keep drafting all these Georgia players, but you know what? Hey, if they fit the scheme, they fit the scheme. So I definitely like what Philadelphia did.
And the funny thing is, Howard Roseman is a Florida Gator.
He's a Florida Gator. I remember you talked about that in the chat. I thought that's hilarious.
Because I remember his call to it was either Nakobe or Nolan. I think it was Nolan Smith. He's like, "Well, I'm a Florida Gator. You know how much this hurts my fucking soul to take all these Georgia Bulldogs?"
Yeah, it had to be. I think it was. Nolan. I remember that.
Dude, Eagles are Georgia Bulldog merchants. It's crazy.
Wow.
But I
feel like that's off. I ain't gonna hold you.
Who you loser?
Probably the 49ers.
Yeah.
The 49ers outside of Michael Williams, what did you do? Like, what did you do?
Defense.
Like you did not improve yourself at all in this draft. So I got to go to 49ers.
It seemed like a draft for the future for the 49ers. I don't think they took many impact right now, guys. I feel like the thought process is these guys can help down the line, which, not a bad process. But I agree with you. They ain't do nothing that I really cared about.
Drafting for the future is not a bad thought process. But the way some of these draft classes have come in immediately and just boomed out of the gate, you figured you would do a little something for the now. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Wait, hold up. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but we actually got some breaking news from Sham. Shaq has agreed to become the men's basketball general manager of Sacramento State.
Interesting.
Look at the big diesel out this motherfucker, just doing shit.
So just a community man at his finest, bro. I can't even be mad at that.
Checking shit off the bucket list, man. What is
a voluntary role for Shaq? So this is the full tweet. Shaquille O'Neal has agreed to become the men's basketball general manager of Sacramento State. Sources tell ESPN it will be a voluntary role for Shaq, whose son Shakir also plays for Sac State under Mike Bibby, and Shaq and Bibby form a star duo as college GM and coach.
That is.
I like these current players and old players like getting these college general manager jobs. I dig that. I kind of dig that a little bit. I dig
getting back involved with the youth. Now I'm with it. We just need to make sure Dan Gottlieb doesn't be a coach ever again.
Hey, I just want to say this. Finally, my freaking connection wanted to work. Finally, but we're back. But yeah, for the panel, I just want to say this. Thanks for sticking around, man. That means a lot for real.
Push my boy.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. But we got 12 people in here. We got 12 people in here. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. But let's continue. What I'm about to say. Did y'all talk about Travis Hunter yet?
Damn, I don't get a winners and losers. The Brandon. Shit.
Oh, go ahead.
And Brandon, you didn't even say your winners and losers either.
Ain't this a motherfucker, man?
Oh yeah, I'll get to that. Well, go ahead, Tyson.
I hate to be to kind of piggyback off of other people here, but I agree with PJ. I really like what the Buccaneers did. It has a lot to do with how much I love Emeka Egbuka, but I love him in that position over there in that offense even more. And my losers is the Giants. That don't make no fucking sense. You traded up to take Jackson Dart. You took Daniel Jones from a bigger school. Why? That's what he is. He's Daniel Jones from a bigger school.
That's crazy.
That's a good analogy. That's a great analogy.
Oh wait,
damn!
Let me do the classic Kieran troll. Don't you dare disrespect the slinging Mormon.
Man. Like if you look at the tools and the things that they say about Jackson Dart, right? He plays in a sort of
culture. He is Mormon. He's from Utah.
A gimmicky offense. He doesn't have an extremely strong arm. He is mobile. He's a bigger quarterback, 6'3", 230 or whatever. These are the things we said about Daniel Jones and sold ourselves on for Daniel. And then we also talked about how Daniel didn't really read the field very well. Say the same things about Jackson Dart.
Yeah, because the offense he was in, he didn't have to read the field. He was a one read and go guy. If he didn't see it, he run. I mean, that was the offense he was in. He wasn't asked to read the defense.
Thank you. So they just took the same guy over again, but took him over Shador. Yeah, took the same guy again. So it's the Giants. That shit was atrocious to watch. And then sleeper, I gotta shed some light on my Ohio State Buckeyes and Jonathan Jackson getting drafted by the Vikings. You got the best guard in the draft, in my opinion. Y'all can say I'm biased. After two other guards were taken, me and Brandon can argue.
Golly,
we can argue that Gray Zabel is better than him, but I disagree, Brandon. And I know Tyler Booker's not better than him.
Oh my fucking goodness, bro.
So great value at pick 25 for the best guard in the draft, in my opinion.
God damn, bro. Cleveland is whooping the shit.
Yeah. I was looking at that score. That score is insane, bro.
45 to 17.
What's going on?
Cleveland beating the dog shit out the Heat because the Heat don't even want to be here.
They beating. I'm talking about.
Oh man, bro. We called that cooking before the pod started. We called that cooking. We knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, we knew that.
They put in.
I'm calling my shot tonight. Jimmy Butler 30 points. Calling my shot. Go ahead, lock that bet in, boys.
For sure. Hey, if I have to say my winners or losers, I know. Losers, yeah, like what Bro said. Not Bro said, BYF, the 49ers, bro. Like besides their linebacker the first round, they ain't really get nobody for real. Like all they had was defense.
Shout out
but yeah. The winners though, I'm not even gonna lie, I love what the Panthers did. They're getting weapons for Bryce Young. I love what they did. Who else? The Jags to trade up to get Travis Hunter was a freaking W. Especially to help T-Mid out. But yeah. Yeah. Then my Seahawks for sure.
The Browns made that move because
honestly, I'm not gonna lie because I've been thinking about this with Trevor Lawrence. Like he's just one of those guys that hasn't lived up to the hype, and there's only so much time before he goes from T mid to T shit.
Damn. Well,
T best.
Well, listen, bro. He got no excuses this coming season. You got Travis Hunter. You got Brian Thomas.
They drafted him 2 running backs, which I don't think made sense.
Who they got him?
Obviously, they want to get rid of Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby was fine when Etienne was hurt, but clearly they don't want to commit to him either.
Right. Yeah. That is true. But what's your thoughts on Jacksonville though? On getting Travis though?
So I'll go over the full details for y'all so that y'all have the full landscape because Football Forever posted this on their Instagram page yesterday. From the Jacksonville Cleveland trade, the Jaguars got Travis Hunter, Bashal Tootin, the running back from Virginia Tech, Rowan Lane III, the safety from Navy, and the Browns, they got Mason Graham from Michigan, Quinshon Judkins from Ohio State, Dylan Sampson from Tennessee, and the Jaguars' first-round pick next year.
Yeah.
They cooked. Yeah, they definitely cooked.
Aside from not taking Shador and taking Dylan Gabriel, they cooked like a motherfucker.
Right. So that's the full trade details before we start discussing Travis Hunter.
Yeah. They got that Tootin guy. That's the running back. They got Tootin from
Virginia Tech. Tootin.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the Travis Hunter move a lot. It's I know he's gonna play corner as well. Which could be great for them.
I said he's going to primarily play corner, I thought.
I'd like to see more wide receiver snaps.
They listed him wide receiver and corner.
Oh,
I would rather see Travis Hunter gravitate. We talked about this.
They had said that he was primarily going to be playing corner, where he would be in the DB meetings, but then he'd also be permitted into some wide receiver meetings as well. That's what I thought I had heard.
I thought that too. But then once he was like about to get picked, they was talking about him. He's going to play both sides. So I'm like, oh, Well, and then when he got drafted, I had to watch it back to make sure. But when they, they called his name, they said wide receiver / DB.
Mm.
Right.
So he'll probably be playing both sides.
Yep.
I'm just mad because the Browns got 2 first-round picks in next year's draft, but then I had to remember it is the Browns. They're gonna fuck those picks
it's
up.
the Browns,
So
right?
I don't know, man. Mason Graham a stud. They might stop fucking shit up.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that Mason Graham dude.
You got a top 10 pick. You can't.
Ass is lucky. Fucking Myles Garrett stayed.
This is my thing though. They got the Jags pick. How good do we really think the Jags will be next year?
Yeah, true.
They might win 6 games, 6-7 maybe at the most.
Yeah. If they keep stockpiling like can't miss positions, it might not be that bad.
Who's in that division? You got the Colts.
The Texans is ahead of them.
Texans is ahead of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the Titans with Cam Ward if they can figure out the offensive line. If they can figure out that O-line, I like them. And they added Restrepo to pair with.
Oh yeah, they got Snead too. I forgot they got that Snead. That's tough. Yeah, they straight. They straight. Coach, I ain't really hear your thoughts on y'all drafting y'all cousin. Drafting your cousin.
Yeah, man.
Jaylen Walker. What's your thoughts on that, man? How you feel?
It's crazy. It's full circle as fuck, man. Like for because I've also got to of course play with him, in high school, middle school, and then got so much time to see him grow as a as a player and shit like that, and it's just like it's full circle there. My boy playing for the gang and shit. So, man, I was hyped. I was overly hyped. Me and my mom, my grandma was there. I sent y'all the video in the group chat, but man, it was surreal. Surreal. It's still crazy. And then I also want to shout out my boy Zeke Biggers. D tackle for Georgia Tech. He got drafted 253 to the Dolphins. So
okay.
So yeah, and I was at
Zeke. Shout out Big Zeke, man.
Oh, boy Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's surreal, bro. Full circle. I'm so ready to see him play. I'm so ready to see both of them play. I'm going to games. It's about to get crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, hold on, Brandon. I'm saying my little brother got drafted.
Oh shit!
For real?
Oh yeah, for the Las Vegas Raiders. Y'all know that running back from Boise State? Y'all know I'm fucking around. But that's dope, bro. That's your cousin got. That's tough, bro. Like that's actually tough.
A crazy experience, I bet, man. That's just wild.
What's your thoughts on Jetty, bro, with the Raiders though? I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I like the pick.
The fact that they didn't even have to trade up to get him, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, they got him at 6, I think.
He's about to go crazy. Yeah, he got Kelly run-centric offense.
It was like you kept hearing that the Bears wanted to trade up to get him, the Broncos wanted to trade up to get him, and we knew that the Raiders, they were going to take him if he was there, and he was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Also too, I do want to shout out Javon Hargrave, Salisbury native. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog too. So
Big Vikings.
I just want to shout that out.
Big Vikings.
Yeah.
For sure.
Why did I just see this ridiculous tweet trying to make the argument that Ohio State is QBU when you added Joe Burrow, Kyle McCord, and Quinn Ewers into the conversation?
Because sometimes you like to dance around, and that's what niggas is doing. They dancing. Because I don't claim none of them niggas besides Joe
McCord. I guess because he was a starter for one season, but you can't claim Quinn Ewers and Joe Burrow, who were both.
I'm claiming Joe Burrow. You got me fucked up. Quinn Ewers, you're right. You're right. You can't claim Quinn. I agree. Or for real, don't want to claim Kyle.
But you have to because he started.
I don't know about that, man. His best football came somewhere else, man. Somewhere else.
But no, Joe Burrow, Ohio State cannot claim Joe Burrow.
He's from Athens, Ohio. I can. He grew up an Ohio State fan.
Alabama has a better claim to Jalen Hurts than Ohio State does Joe Burrow.
I disagree. Joe was on our campus for 2 years. practiced and played. Not like in meaningful games, but
and Jalen Hurts took Alabama to 2 SEC titles.
I'm not disagreeing with the position
that
that they can claim that Bama can claim Jalen Hurts. I'm disagreeing with the idea that them being able to claim him means we can't claim Joe Burrow. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about what Jalen.
They have a better argument to claim.
Right, and I'm saying I don't recognize a correlation between the two. I think they're independent of each other.
All right.
Well, I'm saying that because I've seen people say that, Ohio State can claim Burrow, but Alabama can't claim Hurts.
That's backwards. That doesn't make any sense.
Jalen Hurts played 4 full-ass years at Alabama. What the hell is they talking about? That
doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. And won SEC titles as the starter.
Exactly. One freshman of the year as a starter. What are they talking about?
Even though it was mainly Tua that won that, Jalen Hurts was a starter in 2 national championship games.
Pretty good guy too. Pretty good player.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's all the topics I had on for tonight.
You ain't have no basketball. You ain't want to talk about the Lakers?
You know what? I got 15 minutes. I got 15 minutes.
I bet you do.
Hold on.
Let's see what the LeBron James fan has to say about the team. And then when LeBron leaves next season, what team that he's going to support after that?
I got 15 minutes, bro.
Fuck it, LeBron.
Where LeBron go, baby?
Listen. I cannot stand that fourth quarter. Jay, I know you saw the game. The fourth quarter. That Luka ISO jump got to go. That jump got to go. I'm sorry. That fourth quarter, it got to go. This ain't Dallas, bro.
Brandon, you can't blame. Oh, come on, Brandon. He was generating.
Tyson. Hold on. Let me cook, Tyson. Let me cook.
My fault.
This man LeBron ain't had 0 points that fourth quarter. He barely had the ball. The one time he had the ball was at the end of the game where he missed that 3.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking like? Well, I'm just saying, bro, that Luka ISO the fourth quarter, like LeBron has to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Luka ball dominant. Listen, Kyrie was ball dominant, but at least he can pass the ball too. Kyrie and LeBron can work together, you know.
Not a basketball colored belt.
That's crazy.
It's reversible, black and brown, but I mean that.
But man, that's all I'm saying,
you
bro.
look at game 1. That's what Minnesota gave the Lakers.
But hey, man, it ain't over till it hit 4. That's what I'm gonna say.
You're right. It ain't over yet. But I was just saying this. This is the thing. Luka ISOs create open shots for your team, though. The problem currently is Austin Reeves is a playoff dropper. That's the current problem.
All right, we ain't doing this A1.
I mean, Brandon.
Well, the crazy part is, as much as we want to make fun of the Lakers, I mean, it would not surprise me if the script writers force a game 7 in this series.
Hey, I'm gonna
don't do that, bro. Don't do script writers. Don't
get no game 7.
That's nasty.
That perimeter defense ain't getting no back.
It's true. Don't even.
Don't pull those script writers. If we come back, we come back. Ain't no script writers.
I don't know though, man. Anthony Edwards is a legend hunter in these playoffs, boy. I don't know, man. He might be getting ready to say, you know what, the hell with them scripts. We finna take them out in 5.
Hey, you're absolutely right.
He been taking legends out, but he still ain't making it to the finals. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
You know who he ain't seen yet though? The baby-faced assassin. He don't want no smoke with that monster coming up real soon.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody sweating the Warriors.
Jay.
You know I ain't Brandon. You know I ain't sweating the Warriors. Come on, dog.
Yeah, I know.
Are you a Timberwolves fan, Jay?
No, he's a Lakers fan. Jay's a Lakers fan.
Are you a Lakers fan?
No, well, I mean, no. I'm a Brown guy.
Okay.
I'm a Brown guy.
I feel that.
Bro, I live in Pittsburgh. I don't got no fucking team. Like, I'm a Brown guy. That's the truth. Niggas want me to be fucking Sixers fans. What the fuck I look like?
Hey, Jay, I'm gonna just say this. You haven't been
closer to you, but yeah.
Jay, you
feel
haven't
me
been
with the process. No.
Yeah. Jay, you haven't been in here for a while. You should see.
Jay, if you went off of proximity, it would actually be Cleveland for you.
Cleveland, Cleveland, Philly, whatever. I'm not.
You can be a bandwagon. Yeah, go ahead.
He can. Meanwhile, Brandon comes from a state where there is a team, so no.
Nah, hell no. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, Jay. The way that you should hear the way Tyson talk about Steph Curry. You know, where you got Steph Curry ranked all time, Tyson?
like 6 or 7.
No, I can't get jiggy.
Maybe 5.
Hey, you got Steph over Magic, right?
That's not even a conversation no more.
I mean, it ain't crazy.
It's not a conversation no more.
Yeah, it ain't crazy.
Why don't we ever look at both sides of the ball?
Because Steph is an underrated defender. Y'all just don't want to talk about it.
Curry, bro, when has he ever not even shut down? When has he ever even put clamps on like top point guards? Like, have we ever seen him like
look at the other side of a ball? Magic is a way better defender.
Oh, wait,
that's my point.
Actually,
exactly.
Relative to position, that's just not true though.
You can't be a top guy and you can't play both sides somewhat good.
RBF, you used to watch it. Magic used to get baked by guards. Absolutely cooked.
No, but I do like Magic's on ball and his ability to get steals and all that stuff way more than Steph. So I don't know about that.
I disagree with this wholeheartedly.
Every time Kyrie go against Steph, we already know what time.
I know he led the league in steals.
But hold on, wait.
What was it, like 3 times?
Steph has also led the league in steals twice. I don't like using steals as an indicator of good defense, though.
But no, what I'm saying is, didn't Magic win a D-boy? I thought he did.
No, Magic never won a D-boy.
Magic never won a D-boy.
Never even sniffed it. This is my thing. Magic's defense gets propped because he played center in the finals once, and niggas act like that was the greatest defensive performance they've ever seen. And that's cool. Nigga, you're 6'10".
Playing center as a guard is crazy, though.
But he's 6'10", though, Jay. It's not like he played center at 6'4".
We never seen Ben Simmons play the
Leave me alone.
Nah, that's wild. That's nasty. But yeah, man. But yeah, the Lakers gonna be all right. Golden State, I ain't gonna lie. What should I say?
What should you say? Say what you feel, my brother.
Houston need to lock the fuck in. That's what they need to do.
Well, the fact that I'm about to see probably the Boston Celtics or the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Final again pisses me off.
Disgusting.
Yeah, bro. Damn.
That's a question I want to ask you. That's a question.
Go ahead.
What would be the most exciting finals matchup? But what matchup do y'all like fucking want to see for real? You know what I mean? Like the most exciting, but then your actual, fucking head matchup.
Like just in life, like
yeah, like oh shit, this team going against that team. Oh, this might be good, like type shit.
Real shit. If we were fucking good, Atlanta and the Lakers.
I think he meant of the current crop of teams.
Oh, I thought you just talking. No. Oh, I thought you just talking about just like. Oh,
in general.
Yeah. I was just.
I thought he meant of the teams that are in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you just talking about some dream matchup.
Would it be like fucking Boston Thunder? Would it be
Boston
Minnesota Knicks? Like, what would y'all think would be the most exciting? Like, oh shit, this might be turned. Like, I don't know.
Lakers, Celtics. Fuck.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, see them niggas get 4-0.
You got 2 stars on both sides. Yeah, that might be crazy.
Y'all would get 4-0.
I think
Lakers Celtics would get the highest ratings of all these matchups.
Surely. Not even close.
I am a proprietor of variety sometimes. I think seeing Minnesota or the Clippers in a final would be cool.
Or I'm about to say Minnesota.
Even like Celtics. Imagine.
I would love to see Minnesota.
New York would be.
The only problem is niggas wouldn't watch it, bro.
Here's the thing, Brandon. Imagine like the Clippers or the T-Wolves going up against the Pacers. 2 teams fighting each other.
Bro, I don't want to see Indiana touch.
I was going to say,
let alone
the ratings are. We've already had this matchup. We had it a couple of years ago with the Heat and the Nuggets, and the ratings were terrible.
Yeah, the Nuggets is trash. I don't want to see
the ratings were so bad.
Bro, and mind you,
I just like Jokic.
Mind you, Heat was the fucking 8th seed.
Like that finals was disgusting. People were trying to, bro. I was like, this shit is trash. I was like, you don't like, huh?
Yeah. We was on that pod that day. With the Heat and the Nuggets, we talking.
They were trying to gas that finals up. This is some unpredictable shit. This shit is trash. Stop. I ain't hear nobody being of no Nugget championship since that. I don't see like nobody brought that shit up ever again.
Nobody talked about.
People talk about the Bucks. Fucking Suns finals more than this shit. Like, and that was actually somewhat good. That was good for him.
If we're being blatant,
bro, we let that happen, bro.
The last
bro. I still don't forgive, bro.
That's why the NFL better than the NBA, but we don't want to talk about that though. We don't want to talk about
that. No, that's a fact.
That's a fact. It ain't even close either. I trying to tell you it's not even close.
Oh hell no, it's not even close.
I think as an overall product, I agree it's not close, but I think in terms of playoffs, NBA playoffs are better.
No.
No. Nobody gives a fuck about the Magic and Celtics. Nobody gives a fuck.
I know that no one's going
to
agree
with you. I don't give a shit about the wild card games either. For real,
better than playoff basketball. I do not care.
Let me see the wild card matchups from last year for the NFL.
I ain't gonna lie, Jay. I was good. I was good on the Texans and Chiefs, bro. The Texans and the Chiefs, I was good on that.
Thank you. Like there's some shit in the NFL playoffs I just don't want to see.
I was cool.
Let me see who.
Listen, I do not care what anyone has to say. I've been saying it for years. Playoff hockey is better than playoff basketball. I don't care what anyone has.
Ooh, people don't watch hockey, bro, but hockey is lit. They don't.
Hockey is fun, but hockey is fun in the same way that soccer is fun. I don't know what the fuck going on, but y'all real hype, so I'm gonna be hype.
Oh wait, trippy! I'm looking at the wild card games from last year for the NFL. These games is way better than all these playoff series. Maybe besides the Clippers and Nuggets. You got Chargers versus Texans. You got Steelers versus Ravens. Broncos versus Bills. Packers versus Eagles.
That Broncos versus Bills game was fucking terrible.
No, I'm not. I mean, yes, it wasn't. But the matchup is more exciting than Magic Celtics. We know the Magic is losing. We know that.
We know the Magic is losing that.
But we know the Bills are losing too. But the Bills,
Yeah, but we got Nuggets, like you said, Nuggets, Clippers, and then Lakers, Timberwolves. Been exciting.
Was watching it in the Bucks.
The Buccaneers and the Commanders. I don't know.
That one was the best wild card game, and it's not close.
No, I was just saying that we have a couple of series right now that we were excited about. Like Nuggets Clippers, we were excited about. Timberwolves Lakers, we were excited about until niggas realized the Lakers couldn't defend on the perimeter. Niggas told me.
And it's funny because this series is still good, but it's just lopsided. You know what I'm saying?
It's been great games. They just been winning.
But even like I'm gonna bring up the NHL. I know you're gonna say that no one gives a fuck about hockey, but it's like Avalanche to the Stars. Like they play Game 5 tonight in Dallas. They're tied 2-2. Lightning and the Panthers, the teams that have won.
That's a good series.
The teams that have made it to the last 5 Stanley Cup finals, won 4 of them, or won 3 of them. So far in Game 4, Lightning are up 2-1 in Sunrise, Miami, with 5 minutes left in the second. So far in that series, Panthers lead 2-1. The Lightning are the higher seed, and all 3 games have been won by the road team. Montreal, who snuck in as a second wild card, they're putting up a fight against the Capitals. Even the Devils, despite the fact they're down 3-1, they're putting up a decent fight with the Hurricanes. The Kings and Oilers series always entertaining, despite the fact that they're playing each other for the 4th straight freaking year.
I give them props for even putting up a fight against the Carolina Hurricanes. They are a freaking juggernaut.
Minnesota and Vegas has been entertaining. St. Louis, Winnipeg, President's Trophy winners, top overall seed, beat them twice in Winnipeg, and then St. Louis just whooped their ass twice in a row.
I might be able to agree with this more if my Rangers were in the playoffs. If my Rangers were in the playoffs, I would agree with you. But because we're not, I just can't get you.
I need my Penguins to get back in the playoffs.
How the fuck do you think I feel as a Flyers fan?
True, we used to be so man. That's crazy.
We were so good last year. Look how quickly we fell off of a cliff. Upset.
Yeah, y'all went from
insane work, but it's cool. It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right, y'all, man. That includes the end of the show. Yo, Brian, any last words before we head out?
Man, I was glad. I kind of needed this little break from all the shit I got coming up for the next 2 weeks, but also shout out my team. Liverpool won their 20th Premier League title yesterday. Arne Slot, first Dutch manager to win the Premier League. Virgil van Dijk, first Dutch player to captain a Premier League winning team. Dominic Soboslai, first Hungarian to win the Premier League. Kostas Tsimikas, first Greek to win the Premier League team. I mean, it was a special season. Shout out to them. Up the Reds, you'll never walk alone. But, man, I'm super excited for this summer. Obviously, I got a lot of shit to do in the summer, but I cannot wait.
Hey, how's Chelsea do? How my boys on Chelsea do this year? I didn't really pay attention.
Right now, they are in, I think, 4th. We do play. You're the first team to give us the Guard of Honor Sunday at the Bridge. Y'all are currently 5th, 1 point behind City.
Gross. All right, bet.
But to be fair, the Prem won an extra spot this year, so 5th would be Champions League.
Bet. That's all I needed to know is us still getting in. St. Louis.
For sure. Coach, any last words before we head out, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Blueprint Podcast tonight, 8 or 8:30. Y'all know what I'm saying? Tune in.
Wait, it's tonight? You mean
I said
tomorrow?
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow night.
I was about to say it's 8:34, my guy. You
No, I said tomorrow night. I just said it like, you know.
Yeah, you meant
But
tomorrow.
Blueprint Podcast, y'all know to tune in. You know, appreciate you, Brandon, you know, for letting me tune in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's been a minute, and all like I said, you know what I'm saying, I'm proud of my boy Zeke, proud of my boy Jalen, my 704 boys. Like I said, shout out Javon Hargrave, shout out Nick Leverett. Yeah, man. Another one, man. Hey, this has to be the most, you know, personal, my favorite draft of all time, bro. It's crazy, bro. I've really been like smiling like fuck recently. So
This
yeah,
one in the books for sure. BR, have any last words?
Always a pleasure to hop on here. I haven't like I said, I ain't been on one of these in a minute, so I figured, you know what, after the draft, a lot of topics to discuss. I had to get on here and chop it up with y'all. It's always a pleasure to get on here, man. Definitely got to shout out my homies Champion Flash, Undisputed Go Sports Podcast every Saturday at 9. Y'all follow that as well. So always a pleasure to get on here and chop it up with y'all, man. Always a pleasure.
For sure. Jay. Any last words?
This is my first time on here in a while, man. So it was fun getting back on here talking to y'all. I ain't talked to y'all in a long time. Hopefully, you know, my team can win a wild card game this year. And you know, wait, we're in what? April? In May, starting May, 25% off the OnlyFans.
There you go. It's back. It's
25% off. All you can come for. I mean, pause. Not all you can come for. All you can get. Pause. You know what? 30% off starting next month.
Wow.
You know, first come, first serve, bro. And yeah.
Not you changing the discount based off your zesty comments. That was crazy.
Boy. Hey, the only word he got right in that whole statement was pause.
Link in bio. Where the bio at, Brent? Link in bio. Or link in description. Link in description. That's support black businesses. I mean, black something. Yeah.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna be in your neck of the woods June 6th to June 8th for the Phillies Pirates series.
Ooh.
I'm coming to Pittsburgh in June.
W.
Okay.
W. Tyson, any last words?
Shit, it's a pleasure to get back on this motherfucker with y'all. I've been away for a little minute. Whole lot of Buckeye shit. Warriors in 5. Shit. Oh shit, the Vikings ready to win a Super Bowl the next 5 years. You heard it here first.
Interesting.
Well, what team he said? The Vikings?
Yeah, you're a Vikings
fan.
Okay, you got Jettas over there. You got Edison. Okay, I got a couple people.
It's about to get nasty for niggas. This O-line's about to be probably top 3 in the league. Remember I said it.
Yo, who y'all running back? Jones.
As long as y'all don't play the Rams in the playoffs, you will be fine.
Hey. That's not the same O-line, motherfucker. Watch your mouth.
Oh, yeah, I forgot y'all quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. I forgot about that. J.J.
Nigga, your quarterback, my old quarterback. Watch your motherfucking mouth.
Got that right.
Shit in the bed in the playoffs. Oh my god.
Tyson got to root for the guy who haunted his nightmares for 3 years. Is gonna be funny.
And
Tyson,
guess what? Tyson, guess what? Jalen Milroe gonna start in 3 years. Stop playing. Anyway,
he might.
Is Jalen Milroe still gonna be on the team in 3 years?
I said it in the group, and I gotta say it again, Brandon. It's funny how I was always making jokes about Jalen Milroe to the season.
Here he go.
You were always like, "Shut up, bro," and this and that. And then he finally got drafted, and the switch up. Yeah, Jalen Milroe, what a pick!
The switch up is powerful.
Once you're on your team, but you got to rock with it. So
two different situations. At first, when we were talking about Jalen Milroe, we were talking about start him over Geno Smith, and at the time I was like, no.
And now Eugene is gone.
Yeah, Eugene.
And we got
Eugene has left the building.
Well, I mean, BRF, that is his government name.
I know that is his government name. So Eugene left. Yeah, he definitely left the building on that one.
Nerd.
But hey, man, for all the people here, make sure y'all hit the
problem today.
But hey, man, for the people here, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Till next time, I'll see y'all maybe Wednesday. I don't know, but definitely next Monday, man. We're gonna be talking about all time talks, quarterbacks, running backs.
Oh Lord, here we go.
And our receivers.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Nasty.
It might be quarterbacks next week, all time next week. But yeah, till next time we're out.
Especially